Meet the family embarrassment, my wife's brother told his groomsmen. He works at a grocery store. They laughed, loud, guttural. Glasses clinked against each other. My wife smiled politely beside me, eyes fixed on the champagne in her hand. I smiled too, thin, quiet. I excused myself. The marble hallway was cooler than the reception hall, less laughter, less performance. That's where the best man found me. "Mr. Anderson?" he asked. His tone wasn't mocking, it was steady, flat. "I'm your head of security. Shall we leave?" I stared at him, a stranger addressing me as if I were someone else, someone important, someone they didn't see when they ridiculed me minutes ago. Head of security? For me? I didn't answer, just walked past him into the night air. Cold, crisp, sharp. A different kind of truth settled in my chest then. Something wasn't right. Something had never been right. And for the first time, I stopped pretending it was. The ride home was quiet. My wife scrolled her phone, her face lit blue by its glow. She laughed once, not with me, at something private. Her brother's words still rang in my ears. Embarrassment. Grocery store clerk. They thought that was the truth. That was all I was. But the best man, the slip of his words, said otherwise. Head of security. For me? And then I noticed the way my wife tensed when I asked who exactly he was. Her hesitation was too long, too calculated. "Old friend," she said finally. Too simple, too rehearsed. Her smile was sharp at the corners, but her eyes betrayed her. They flicked to her phone again, to a message she hadn't opened in front of me. That was the first crack. The second came later that night, when she showered and left her phone buzzing on the counter. My reflection in the dark screen stared back at me as I swiped it open. A thread. Hundreds of messages. Her brother. Her best man. And her. The words weren't family talk. They weren't friendly. They were intimate. Raw. Confessions written in secrecy, carved into digital stone. I scrolled until I saw it. The one message that hollowed me out completely. He still doesn't know. Not yet. Don't tell him about the child. I didn't confront her. Not then. Not ever immediately. Instead, I studied. Quietly. Methodically. The child. My son. 5 years old. My mirror, I thought. But now, I wasn't sure. DNA kits are easy to buy. Easier to use. A simple swab, a quiet mailing, a waiting game. She never noticed. She never suspected. In the meantime, I learned her patterns. When she smiled into her phone at 2 a.m., when she told me she was visiting her mother, but her car GPS said otherwise. When her brother, her lover, would call and her voice dropped into that private register. I played the role she needed me to play. Oblivious husband, dependable provider, soft-spoken embarrassment. But inside, I sharpened. Every word she spoke was another weapon I forged. Every laugh, every kiss, every "I love you" became proof of her deceit. The house felt different during those weeks. Colder. I walked its rooms like a ghost, invisible, unwanted. But not powerless. Never powerless. And then the envelope arrived. I opened it alone. Kitchen table. Midnight. The sound of the paper tearing was louder than it should have been. The results were clinical. Numbers. Percentages. No ambiguity. Probability of paternity, 0.0%. Not my son. Not my blood. Her secret. Their secret. I stared at the page until my hands stopped shaking, until the rage hardened into something cleaner, colder. She found me in the morning, staring at the report laid neatly in front of her coffee cup. She froze. Her lips parted. She didn't speak. I did. "Who's going to tell him?" I asked. My voice was even, detached. "You, or should I?" Her face crumbled. Tears, pleas, broken whispers. I just watched. My silence was louder than her sobbing. She tried to explain, lies stacked on lies. She said she was sorry, said it meant nothing, said I was still his father in every way that mattered. I listened, calm, patient. Then I asked one question. Does your brother love you back? Her face went white. That was the wound she couldn't hide. I leaned forward, placing the DNA report gently back into her trembling hands. You've already lost me, I said. But when he learns I know everything, you'll lose him too. Both of you will. I stood, buttoning my jacket like it was just another morning. I'll let you decide how quickly that happens. She reached for me, begged, but my footsteps up the stairs silenced her. And as I left her crumpled at the table, clutching the report like a death sentence, I felt no pity, only precision. I didn't take revenge and fire. I didn't scream or strike or break things. My revenge was colder, cleaner. I gave her the truth and let it rot in her hands. Every day she wakes, she'll wonder when her brother will see me, when her secret will collapse, when the child she calls ours will look at me differently. She will live in suspense, a prison of her own making. As for me, I am no longer the family embarrassment. I am the silence that follows every laugh, the shadow behind every word she speaks. The truth didn't break me, it freed me. And now she knows what I've always known. Power isn't loud, it's quiet, it waits. And when it moves, it doesn't miss.